the most crucial step when you're knitting a handbag is to line it. This not only saves your bag from things poking through it, but it saves your stuff from poking through it and falling out. It also saves you from stuff poking through your bag. So lining is pretty much, it's the end step, and it's the most important step in keeping a knitted handbag in perfect shape for a long time. So the particular type of lining that I'm going to show you is using a stiff interfacing to actually give the bag some body. As you can see, we have our knitted bag here, and it's somewhat limp. You know, it doesn't really show off the color and the texture to its fullest advantage. So what this interfacing will do is actually give it a lot of structure and make it a lot more appealing. So what you'll need to do this kind of lining is interfacing. This is Peltex 71, which can be found at a lot of local craft stores and major retailers. It's a fusible interfacing that's fairly stiff, and it actually has one side, you can kind of hear it, this is iron-on adhesive, and the other side is sort of a soft felt kind of feeling. Now what this allows you to do is actually iron on any thin fabric of your choice for the interior lining, and you won't see this interfacing at all. The interfacing will face the knitted side of the fabric. So you'll need that. You'll obviously need your lining fabric. I suggest a light color because that's probably one of the biggest complaints about purses is that you can't see anything in there. So go with a light color. You'll want to have your matching thread and hand sewing needle. Obviously good fabric scissors. You'll need an iron. Now the Peltex recommends a steam iron, but obviously with camera equipment around I'm not going to do that. So I've got a bottle of water. So if you didn't want to use a steam iron, have a bottle of water handy. You'll also need a press cloth. My press cloth is just an old piece of muslin that I used, I've probably been using this for about a year. So junky old piece of fabric that you're not using anymore. If you are going to use a closure on your bag, you want to have that handy because you may have to install it before you're done lining. So depending on what kind of closure you're going to use for your bag, in this case it's a magnetic closure, I actually have to put this on before I sew the lining in, and one side of it is attached to the lining only and one side of it is attached to the knitted part only. So it's a little bit tricky, so you have to make sure you understand how your closure works before you line your bag. Another thing you'll need is some sort of marking tool for your interfacing in your fabric. I have a black tailor's crayon here just so in the video you can see it more clearly. You can use the disappearing ink markers, things like that, especially if you're transferring any lines to the fabric itself. You'll want to use a fabric marker. This is just heavy black lines that you'll be able to see, and in the interfacing you won't actually see it in the bag. And then my handy friend Fabri-Tac, which is a fabric adhesive, and this will make it so that the edges of the lined fabric, when you're actually doing the front of the bag and everything, you kind of glue it down, fold it over and glue it down so it has a really smooth edge. And this adhesive dries very, very fast, but you need to use it in a well-ventilated place. So it's not like craft glue where it's non-toxic and safe and takes 24 hours to dry. This is very, very quick drying. You can use it on just about any surface, but you need to be cautious when you use it because it's pretty stinky. So that's your materials that you'll need to line a bag with a stiff interfacing. So we're going to start by measuring out the interfacing.